You are in a meeting. Your boss asks, "What do you think?"
You know the answer. You know exactly what to say.
But your mouth opens and nothing comes out.
Silence. Awkward silence. Your mind goes blank.
Or maybe words come out, but slowly, with so many and sounds.
You feel nervous. You feel stupid. But here's the truth.
You are not stupid. You just never learned to speak smoothly.
Today, we teach you exactly how.
Stay with us.
Hello. Welcome to Talk, Learn, Teach.
I am Emma, and I am so happy you are here today.
And I'm James. Whether you're learning English, trying to speak faster, or just tired of those long pauses that make you feel nervous, this episode is for you.
Today, we are talking about one of the most important skills in speaking English, how to speak without pausing too much, how to be smooth, how to be natural.
And the best part? Anyone can learn this, no matter where you are now.
Before we start, a small request. If this is your first time listening to Talk, Learn, Teach, please subscribe to our channel.
We make new episodes every week to help you speak better and feel more confident.
And if you already love us, thank you. Please share this episode with one friend, one person who struggles with speaking English.
That one share could change their confidence, really.
Okay, let's jump in. Let's talk about speaking without pausing. James, let me ask you something. When you speak English, do you pause? Do you stop in the middle of words?
Oh, all the time. When I first started learning English, I would pause after every word. It was terrible.
Yes, and it's not because you're slow or stupid. There's a real reason.
Tell me, I want to know.
When we pause while speaking, it's usually for one of three reasons. First, we are thinking too hard about grammar.
Oh, I know this one. I would stop and think, wait, is it go or goes? And while I think, there's silence.
Exactly. Your brain is working, but it's working too slowly. Second reason, we don't know the word we want to say.
And third?
We are nervous. Nervous energy makes our brain freeze.
So if we have these problems, how do we fix them?
That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to fix all three.
Before we talk about how to fix pausing, let me ask, why does it matter? Why is speaking smoothly so important?
Great question. Let me tell you what happens when you speak smoothly.
What happens?
First, people believe you more. When you pause a lot, people think you're unsure. They lose confidence in what you're saying.
But when you speak smoothly?
People listen. They trust you. They believe you know what you're talking about.
Even if you make small mistakes?
Even if you make small mistakes, because your flow is good, your confidence is high.
Really?
Really, I studied this in English class. Teachers say fluency is more important than perfection. Fluency means flow. It means smooth talking.
Okay, what else? What's another benefit?
When you speak without pausing, you feel more confident. You feel like you belong in that conversation.
Because you're not stopping and thinking?
Right. Your brain is moving forward. You feel strong. You feel smart.
What about in real conversations? How does this help in daily life?
In job interviews, you sound like you know your job. In dates, you don't feel awkward or nervous. In casual talks with friends, you sound relaxed and normal.
So speaking without pausing actually changes how people see us.
Completely. It's not just about the words, it's about how you deliver them, and delivery is everything.
All right, let's talk about the first problem, thinking too hard about grammar.
Yes, this is the biggest problem for English learners.
Why?
Because in school, we learn grammar, we learn rules, we learn to check if sentences are correct before we say them.
And that's bad?
In speaking, yes, it's bad, because speaking is fast. You don't have time to check grammar. If you try, you pause. A lot.
So what's the solution?
Simple. Stop thinking about grammar when you speak. Just speak.
But how? How do we stop thinking about something?
Through practice. Lots of practice. You speak so much that grammar becomes automatic.
Like riding a bike.
Exactly like riding a bike. When you first learn to ride, you think about every movement, balance, pedals, steering. It's slow and shaky.
But after a while?
You just ride. Your body knows what to do. Your brain doesn't have to think.
So we need to practice until English becomes automatic.
Yes, and here's how you do it. You speak every single day, even for just 5 minutes.
What do we speak about?
Anything. Describe what you see. Tell a story. Talk to yourself. Say your thoughts out loud.
That's it?
That's it. Repetition builds automation, and automation stops the pauses.
I like that. Simple.
I want to share something personal, a story that changed everything for me.
I'm listening.
When I was 23, I got a job at an international company. I had to speak English every day, in meetings, on calls, with people from other countries.
That sounds scary.
It was the most scared I've ever been. I would pause after every sentence, sometimes after every word. My boss would stare at me. My coworkers would look confused. I felt so small.
What did you do?
One day, I cried in the bathroom. I thought, I'm not smart enough for this job. I should quit.
Oh no.
But that night, I watched a video of a woman speaking English. She wasn't perfect, she made mistakes, but she spoke without pausing. She sounded confident, she sounded alive.
And that inspired you?
It did. I thought, if she can do it, I can do it. So I made a decision. For 1 week, I would speak out loud every morning before work for 10 minutes.
And
In 3 days, I felt different. My brain moved faster. After 1 week, I noticed I was pausing less in meetings.
really?
Really. After 2 weeks, my boss said, Emma, you sound more confident in meetings now. I almost cried.
That's so beautiful.
It was. It changed my life, not just my English, my whole life. Because when you can speak, you can be heard. You matter.
So we know we need to practice. We know we need to automate. But there's another part, right?
Yes, the second secret. You need to have words ready in your brain.
What do you mean?
Many English learners know words, but they're not organized. The words are just floating in your brain. When you need one, you have to search for it. Snap your fingers. That takes time. That creates pauses.
So how do we organize the words?
By topic. You pick the topics you talk about most. Then you learn the words for those topics really well.
Give me an example.
Okay, for example, if you work in a restaurant, you need words about food, cooking, customers, service. You don't need words about building rockets.
Right.
Right. So you spend 2 weeks learning food words, kitchen words, customer service words. You learn them so well that when you speak, the words come fast. No pausing.
And that's better than learning random words?
Much better, because you'll actually use these words many times every day.
So if I'm a nurse,
Learn hospital words, medicine words, patient words. Get really, really good at those.
and if I'm a student,
Learn school words, homework words, study words, classroom words. Make those your power words.
I like that. Power words.
Yes, because when you have power words, you can speak about the things you care about without pausing.
And if someone asks about something outside your power topic?
You can say, that is not my area, but I think, and you move on. Simple. You are still smooth, still confident.
Okay, we have talked about practice. We have talked about power words. What is the third secret?
Natural bridges. And James, this one is a game changer.
What is a natural bridge?
It is a small word or sound that keeps your speaking smooth. It's like a bridge between your ideas.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, natural bridges are words like so, well, I mean, you know, I think, actually, basically.
Oh, like filler words.
Yes and no. They're like filler words, but they're better. Filler words, and sound bad, but natural bridges sound professional.
How do we use them?
Let me show you. If you need time to think, you do not stay silent. You say a bridge word.
Show me in a sentence.
Okay, without bridges, I think we should change the plan. See all the pauses?
Yes.
With bridges, well, I think we should, change the plan. Basically, the old way is not working. See how it flows?
Wow. The same words, but it sounds so different.
Exactly. The bridge words make it smooth. They're like oil in a machine. They make everything move.
Can we overuse them?
Good question. Yes, if you use them too much, you sound fake. But if you use them right, 2 or 3 per sentence, you sound natural and professional.
How many should a person use?
Practice with just 2 bridges. Pick ones that feel natural to you. Maybe so and I mean. Use those until they feel easy. Then add more.
So we need to practice, we need power words, we need bridges. But how much practice do we really need?
Less than you think. The key is consistency, not time.
What does that mean?
It means 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week.
Why?
Because your brain needs regular input, regular repetition. When you practice every day, your brain starts to build pathways. English becomes normal for you.
Like a habit.
Exactly like a habit. And here's how you practice. Find a quiet place, alone, maybe your bedroom or your car, and you speak out loud.
About what?
Anything. Tell a story, describe your day, explain something you know, talk about your hobby. For 10 minutes, just speak. Do not stop. Do not think about mistakes.
What if we make mistakes?
Good. Mistakes mean you're learning. Don't stop to fix them. Keep going. Keep the flow.
And if we get stuck on a word?
Use a bridge. Say, I mean, or basically, and keep talking. Do not pause. Do not go silent.
That's the whole point, right? Never go silent.
Yes, silence is the enemy of fluency. Sound is the friend of fluency.
Let's talk about real situations when we're actually speaking with people.
Good idea.
What if we're in a meeting and we freeze?
Great question. In a real meeting, if you freeze, do this. Take a breath. A real, visible breath. Say a bridge word like well, and then speak. That pause looks intentional. It looks smart.
It doesn't look nervous?
No, because you're in control. You're breathing, you're thinking, you're a professional.
What about in a phone call? Is it different?
Phone calls are easier because people can't see you. If you pause, they don't know. They just think you're thinking. But here's the trick. Speak a little bit slower on the phone. Give yourself more time.
Why slower?
Because the phone cuts some sounds. If you speak a little bit slower, everything comes through clear. People understand you better.
What about with someone we know, a friend?
With friends, be relaxed. They don't care about pauses. They just want to hear you. So speak like you're talking. Natural, friendly. Don't be perfect.
That's nice.
It is, because when you're with friends, you can be yourself. No pressure. That actually helps you speak better because you're relaxed.
Emma, I want to talk about something else. Sometimes my brain is tired, and when my brain is tired, I pause more.
You just hit on something so important.
What?
Energy. When you're tired, your brain can't work as fast, and that creates pauses.
So what do we do about it?
First, take care of your body. Sleep well, eat good food, drink water, move your body.
I like your doctor.
Because your doctor is right. A healthy body means a healthy brain, and a healthy brain means good speaking.
What if we have an important meeting and we're tired?
Before the meeting, wake up your body. Do 5 minutes of exercise. Jump up and down. Do push-ups. Stretch. Get the blood moving.
Really?
Really, you'll feel more awake. Your brain will work faster. You'll pause less.
That's simple.
And here's another trick. Before you speak, drink water. Cold water if you can. The cold helps wake you up. The water helps your throat.
I never knew that.
Yes, and one more thing. Smile before you speak. Even if you're on a phone call and no one can see you, smile. It changes your energy. You sound happier, more confident, less like you're pausing and thinking.
I think there's something deeper here. Something about how we think about ourselves.
You're so right.
Many people pause because they don't believe they can speak English. They think they're not good enough.
That's the real problem, not the English, the mindset.
How do we fix that?
By remembering something, everyone pauses when they speak. Native English speakers pause, actors pause, scientists pause. Even your favorite English speaker probably pauses sometimes.
Really?
Really, the difference is they don't feel bad about it. They don't stop. They keep going.
So they're just okay with pauses.
Yes, they see pauses as normal, as part of thinking, not as failure.
That's a different way of looking at it.
It is. And here's what I want to tell every person listening right now. You are not bad at English. You're just in the middle of learning, and people in the middle sometimes pause.
That's kind.
It's true. And in a few months, when you practice, you'll pause less. Maybe not 0 pauses, but way less.
And that's enough.
That's more than enough. That's progress. There's actual science about why we pause when speaking a new language.
Really? I thought it was just nervousness.
It's more complex. Your brain does 3 things at once. First, think of an idea. What do I want to say?
Okay.
Second, find the right words. Which English words match my idea?
That's harder.
Much harder. Your brain has to search for them. That takes time. That's the pause.
So our brain is doing all 3 things at the same time?
Yes, native speakers do this automatically, but for learners, it takes effort. And with practice, all 3 get faster until you speak smoothly.
How fast does improvement happen?
For most people, if they practice daily, they see big improvement in 2 or 3 weeks.
Really?
Really, in 3 months, they're almost unrecognizable, much more fluent.
That's hope for people.
Because you're not broken, your brain is learning. Learning takes time.
Let's talk about common mistakes that make pausing worse.
Oh yes, people do this without realizing it.
What is mistake 1?
Trying to sound perfect. Learners think, I must say every word perfectly.
And that causes pauses?
So many, because you are stopping to check yourself. Did I say that right?
So what should we do?
Speak fast and loose. Let mistakes happen. People still understand you.
What is mistake 2?
Speaking too fast. Learners think faster means better, but they stumble and mix words together.
So we should speak slower.
A normal speed. Calm, with space between words.
What is mistake 3?
Not using visual images. Most learners try to speak from grammar rules, but native speakers speak from pictures and feelings.
Can you explain?
When I think happy, I see a smiling face, sunshine, laughter. That picture becomes a word faster than thinking about grammar.
So we think in pictures?
Yes. When you practice, think of images. What does the word look like? Then speak from that feeling.
I want to talk about specific techniques, things people can try right now.
Great idea. Technique 1, shadowing.
What is shadowing?
You listen to someone speaking English, a podcast, a YouTube video, a TED Talk. Then you repeat what they say at the same speed, same tone.
That sounds hard.
It is hard at first, but your brain learns the rhythm and flow.
How long should we shadow?
Start with 30 seconds. 5 minutes is too much at first.
What is technique 2?
Speaking into a mirror. You see yourself, you see your face, and seeing yourself makes you less nervous.
So it feels more real?
Much more real. And it's easier to notice if you are smiling or looking confident. Your face affects your sound.
What is technique 3?
Recording yourself. Listen to your own voice.
I hate listening to my voice.
Everyone says that, but it is the best teacher. You hear where you pause and what's hard.
Like honest feedback.
The most honest feedback.
Emma, what if someone has social anxiety? Speaking makes them freeze.
That is real for many people, but that's not about English. That's about feeling safe.
So it's different?
Yes, someone might speak fluent English, but anxiety still stops them.
So how do they practice?
Slowly. Start with safe situations, family, friends, even a dog.
Talk to a dog.
I'm serious, because speaking is speaking. Your brain is building pathways.
And gradually they try harder situations?
Yes, always start small. There's no shame in that.
What about accents? Do they cause pauses?
No, accents are beautiful. People speak fluently with all kinds of accents.
So accent does not matter for pausing.
Not at all. Accents show where you're from. They're part of your story.
All right, let's summarize. Give our listeners the action steps, the things they can do today.
Perfect. Step 1, pick one topic you talk about a lot. Work, your hobby, your family.
Step 2,
Learn 10 words about that topic. Really learn them. Write them down, say them out loud.
Step 3,
Practice speaking for 5 minutes about that topic. Just speak. No stopping, no thinking about mistakes.
Step 4,
Do this every single day for 1 week. 5 minutes, that's it. Not an hour, just 5.
and Step 5.
Listen to yourself. Record your voice. Hear how you sound. Notice if you pause less.
And then?
After 1 week, celebrate because you're improving. You're becoming a smoother speaker.
That's it?
That's it. Those 5 steps will change your speaking. Promise.
All right, let's summarize. Give our listeners the action steps, the things they can do today.
Perfect. Step 1, pick one topic you talk about a lot. Work, your hobby, your family.
Step 2,
Learn 10 words about that topic. Really learn them. Write them down, say them out loud.
Step 3,
Practice speaking for 5 minutes about that topic. Just speak. No stopping, no thinking about mistakes.
Step 4,
Do this every single day for 1 week. 5 minutes, that's it. Not an hour, just 5.
and Step 5.
Listen to yourself. Record your voice. Hear how you sound. Notice if you pause less.
And then?
After 1 week, celebrate because you're improving. You're becoming a smoother speaker.
That's it?
That's it. Those 5 steps will change your speaking. Promise.
Before we finish, I want to talk about something deeper. This is not just about English speaking.
What do you mean?
It's about self-expression. It's about being heard.
Oh, I like where you're going there.
When you speak without pausing, you feel powerful. You feel like your voice matters.
Because it does matter. Your ideas matter.
And for many English learners, English might be their second language, but their ideas, those are first.
That's beautiful. Your ideas are always first.
So learning to speak smoothly, it's not just a skill, it's claiming your voice.
Claiming your voice. I love that.
Because everyone deserves to be heard, clearly, confidently, without apologizing for pauses.
Yes, everyone deserves to be heard.
Emma, before we finish, I want to say something to everyone listening.
What's that?
Speaking without pausing is not a talent, it's a skill, and skills can be learned.
Say that again.
Every single person listening right now can learn to speak smoothly, no matter where they're starting.
I love that. And I want to add, you don't have to speak perfectly, you just have to speak.
You just have to speak.
Because the more you speak, the better you get. It's automatic. It's how the brain works.
So start today, not tomorrow, today.
Even 5 minutes, even in your car or your shower, let yourself make mistakes.
Because mistakes are the path to fluency, not the opposite of fluency.
They are the path.
Let your voice be heard, because you have something to say, and the world wants to hear it.
Yes, the world wants to hear you.
Your English might not be perfect, but you are perfect, just as you are.
And you're becoming even better every single day. Okay, friends, before we go, we have 3 big requests.
First, please subscribe to Talk, Learn, Teach. If you loved this episode, hit that subscribe button. It helps us so much.
We make new episodes every single day. Episodes about speaking, confidence, English learning, life lessons.
Second, share this episode with someone, maybe a friend who struggles with speaking, maybe a family member learning English.
Your share could change someone's life. Really, it could. It could give them the courage to speak.
And third, go to the comments right now. Tell us something. Tell us about your speaking.
What's hard for you? Do you pause a lot? Do you freeze in meetings? Do you feel nervous when you speak?
Tell us in the comments, and also tell us what will you practice this week.
Will you practice power words? Will you use bridge words? Will you speak out loud for 5 minutes?
Will you shadow a podcast? Will you record yourself? Will you talk to a friend?
Share with us because your comment, it helps other people. Other learners read your comment and they feel less alone.
And they think, if they can do it, I can do it.
That's the power of community. We're all learning together.
We absolutely are.
And we are so grateful you're here with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Next day, we're back with another episode. A new topic, new tips, new inspiration.
Stay with us on this journey because this is a journey we're taking together.
Wernie, we'll see you next time on Talk, Learn, Teach. Until then, keep speaking, keep growing, keep believing in yourself.
You've got this, truly.
We love you guys. Thank you for being here.
Goodbye, friends. We'll catch you next time.